how desperate to connect to my roots. And I could understand it now as a mother, as a woman in
New Iberia, LA Amber Alert,
I could really understand it better and appreciate
698BJX, LA, 1979 white Cadillac 2-door.
Syria. You had fled such a difficult situation, yet very, very quickly you decided to start a food business. Do you think that this is because there was a different climate, people were more ready to accept food from different cultures or to acknowledge the contribution that refugees and migrants can make? Or is this about desperation? You had to think of something quickly?
It could be a little bit of both, actually. Nowadays, people in the UK more aware about the diversity, and they love the different types of food. Actually, they became more foodie, more healthy, more awareness about taste. So very well educated, actually, and I can feel that whenever I'm in any markets or festivals, I'm selling the cheese, I come across lots of sophisticated questions. At the same time, actually, starting the food business, as I've been under really pressure, because for me, I've got not too much options, actually. When I came here, I thought at the beginning to continue my degree in pharmacy, and it was very hard for me as they didn't count me as a home student, so I cannot get any loan. I am qualified, but I cannot find anything. This is really make myself like I need to go to different direction. Like here, I think the flexibility in the personality show you or led you to different direction. The major motivation was actually seeing my kids growing. The kids, when they are growing, you cannot tell them stop now, don't grow, because I'm not in the good situation financially or psychologically. For me, this was the hardest point. When I look at them, they are growing, and we just lost everything. What we managed, what we wanted to do for them, what we dreamed. I got married in 2008. We left Syria in 2012. So when we just had 3 kids, and we just managed our house, and we built it up to suit our kids and how we want our kids to grow. And then we need to leave everything. Maybe this is one of the important things made me really run. Just wearing, as I said, sport shoes and keep running.
Has growing a food business been particularly important to you? Does it keep you connected to the country that you left?
Yes, actually, because this is the thing which I really liked. In food, in cooking, there's a chemistry, actually, which is chemistry of love, because not everybody who makes food can success, even if you had the same recipe, and they won't make the same dish at the end, because in cooking you add something from your personality, from your own touch. Actually, in Syria we used to invite lots of people to our house, and I always loved to cook for them, and each weekend I used to have about 20-25 guests, preparing, organizing, creating something new for them. I enjoyed setting up the menus, go for the shopping. When we came here, actually, the thing I really missed is being socialized. I remember one day in one of the workshops, I told the lady who's sitting next to me, she wanted to set up a business, told her, please talk to me. I need friends. I need somebody to talk to me. I remember that was really hard. Maybe now I'm smiling, but that time was really hurting me because I lost everything. So this is maybe why I went through the food business, because this is the thing which I really loved. The most important moment for me when I cook, I usually don't eat. I just look at people because I really enjoy how they are smiling, complaining, and then they start to ask, how did you do this? This looks different. What have you added here? There's a different or secret taste here. So this is actually the most made me going into the food.
I think your next venture should be cooking lessons.
This is one of the things, actually. Now I'm doing some recipe book.
Does this resonate with you? Yeah, because food's very important for connecting you to your family and where you're from.
Definitely.
wanting to reconnect with my culture was also one of the biggest passions of why I started Nyambai, and also to inspire younger Cambodian generations to also pursue their dream and to have a place where they could come and reconnect with their culture as well. Because growing up, my parents didn't talk too much about their experience when they fled Cambodia or growing up in Cambodia. These were stories that they didn't want to share because it was too painful. But as I was developing and starting my business, my parents slowly opened up, and I learned more about my parents when I went back to Cambodia as well. But now that I have this space, I hope that the younger generations would want to come and get to know their parents or ask their parents about their experience in Cambodia.
Is there ever a tension between your business and the emotion you feel about the food that you cook? You know, it's tied up with, well, for all of you, memories of home or memories of family. But the decisions you make also need to be based on business. Is there any tension there sometimes between making money and reflecting where you come from?
In the beginning, when I started the business, I only introduced safe dishes, I would say, like rice plates with barbecue meats or noodle dishes that's familiar to a lot of people, because I was afraid that people might not come and try the food because the cuisine is still not known to a lot of people. And the longer that I was in the business, I realized that, you know what, I'm just going to start cooking the food that I grew up eating. Funny enough, that's the dishes that made me very successful, and those are the dishes that people come to try at my restaurant.
Can you give us any examples of those dishes?
Some dishes required fermented fish paste called rahok, and it has a very funky smell, but without rahok, Cambodian food wouldn't be the same. And so there's a dip that I use that has a lot of the rahok, the fermented fish paste, with you mince up pork belly and coconut milk, and you dip it with vegetables. That is very, very popular at the restaurant right now. And there's also soup where you put a lot of the fish paste as well, along with the grill, like a lemongrass curry paste. That also does really well.
Sounds delicious. Vandana, when it comes to Persian flavours, some of them might be quite unfamiliar to the British palate.
Yes.
How have you dealt with that? Do you just throw them out there anyway, or do you try to soften some of those flavours?
First I was thinking go more vegetarian. I was kind of like putting lamb or something like that. But I had to be true to myself. I had to be true to what the traditional Persian cooking is, not a fusion or a modern or European version, because to me it was about culture and tradition. One thing I always tell I don't call them clients, they're my guests. My guests, when they come for cooking lesson, is that they often expect to see a lot of spices, as in chili or a kick of spice into the food. And spices in Persian cooking is all just with aroma and very delicate. Saffron being the main one, rose petals, cardamom, lots of flower waters such as orange blossom. So it's very aromatic.
Razan, for you, you're making halloumi cheese, which is very popular in the UK already. Squeaky cheese, already very popular in Europe and particularly in the UK. So perhaps you didn't have that problem of different tastes, but were there any cultural differences in how you do business that you came across?
Honestly, I found it easier here. You might think, how could I find it easier? But I didn't find people difficulties in accepting that here.
Was it easy to market your food, though? How did the marketing side of things work? Because there's a lot on your website about your own story.
Yes.
Is that a big part of it?
Absolutely. Because being like people, when they know that the cheese was the result of a story of strife, of going out of war and just insist to work and stand up and keep going, the support I had is fantastic.
But are you a bit wary of that in some ways? Because this is about the product.
It is about both, actually, because to sell the product you need really